It's almost 20 past now, so I think that we will start. It looks like the community has had an overdose of meetings. What? Go for quality. Well, let's see. I want to welcome all of you who have come here. And I should maybe start with introducing the study group. There has been a group of people who have been very active in the process. That is Tine, Anandi, Pashi, Manohar, Jaya, Mark, Davaselvam, Dominic, Bertrand, and Eugene. And then we have had people who have been listening and coming in at points, which is Chandresh, Min, Martin S., Mauna, and Uma. And we have had silent listeners and people who have been helping out, Nadia, Laurie, and Jerry. And then we would like to make some thank you. I do it in the beginning here. Christian Mayer has been supporting a lot with equipment to lend us. And the Unity Pavilion staff has been helping us, serving us with tea and things during a very long row of meetings here. What we are presenting today is a proposal for a new selection process for the Working Committee and the Auroville Council. And we are also proposing shifts in the organization and the functioning of these groups. We call this proposal participatory working groups. When we started this work to see which direction we would go in, there were several proposals. We're looking at the organization. And we choose to go along with the proposal made by Chandresh to work with that one. We had from the beginning very clear amongst all of us that the work we did had to be based on our values. It had to be value-based. A change in the organization only would not make a difference, and the situation with the, the unhappiness in the community about how the organization and the interaction and communication and decision-making is happening, we felt that we really have to look at it. What were the main things? Transparency, participation, and communication. We felt these were key words. Okay, thank you. We were saying at one point that maybe everybody would sit like this while Jaya was speaking, just to slow me down a little bit. So I will do my best now. I have a few supporters here who are helping out. In the work with the values, it was very clear for us that this was the base. And we choose to continue, which we did since the last 2 years, to work with the 12 qualities that are there in Mother Symbol and in the petals of the Matri Mandir. When we talked about the qualities, Elvira said at one point that the qualities is like the pink color of the paper we are writing on. They are really the base underneath this structure. The structure of the organization itself will not make a change. It can help and support in a certain direction, but in itself it won't make a big difference if that was the only thing we were doing. The organization is not change. What we are proposing are not revolutionary. We don't propose to change working groups, to change the system. We want a change which moves from within, that the work can continue as it is in a way, but shift during the coming years. The main changes are 4 different roles of memberships in a working group. We have, I can mention them, listeners, that is a new role which is coming in the working group, coordinators, facilitators, and resource person. All these 4 are members of a group. Then we have proposed an increased time mandate for the working groups from 2 years to 3 years. And we have proposed that there be a staggered membership, which will be implemented over the coming years, so that every year a part of a working group is shifted out, that we don't have these big changes. And that happens a specific time of the year, and we are proposing usually in November, because then most Aurovillians are here. The study group has offered to support the setup. We will also facilitate the selection process itself and support the setup and the functioning of these groups for the coming years. Our support is on process. It's not any participation in tasks.